Open the Centerville Town Council meeting for July 9th, 2024. Will you call the roll, please?
David Cate.
Here.
Josh Tudor.
Here.
Jack Conacher.
Here.
Gary Holbert.
Here.
Dan Wondersen.
Here. Has everyone gone over the minutes for June the 11th? Are there any additions, corrections? If not, I would entertain a motion to accept those.
Motion made.
Got a motion by Gary, do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second by David. You call the roll, please.
David Cate.
Aye.
Josh Tudor.
Aye.
Jack Conacher.
Aye.
Gary Holbert.
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Has everyone gone over the minutes from June 25th work session? Are there any additions or corrections to those? If not, I would entertain a motion to accept those.
So moved.
Got a motion by Josh. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second by David. Will you call the roll, please?
David Cate.
Aye.
Josh Tudor.
Aye.
Jack Conacher.
Aye.
Gary Holbert.
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried. We also had a special meeting on July the 1st, 2024. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes of that special meeting? If not, I would entertain a motion to accept those.
So moved.
Got a motion by Gary. Do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second by David. Will you call the roll, please?
David Cate.
Aye.
Josh Tudor.
Aye.
Jack Conacher.
Aye.
Gary Holbert.
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried. Has everyone gone over the claims? Are there any questions, additions, corrections to those? If not, I would entertain a motion to approve the claims.
Motion so moved.
Got a motion by Jack. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Josh. Will you call the roll, please?
Josh Tudor, David Cate.
Aye.
Josh Tudor.
Aye.
Jack Conacher.
Aye.
Gary Holbert.
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried. Need a motion to approve the billing adjustments.
So moved.
Got a motion by Josh. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Jack. Will you call the roll, please?
David Cate.
Aye.
Josh Tudor.
Aye.
Jack Conacher.
Aye.
Gary Holbert.
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried. The approval of the allowance report. Would entertain a motion for that.
So moved.
I have a motion by Gary. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a second by David. Will you call the roll, please?
David Cate.
Aye.
Josh Tudor.
Aye.
Jack Conacher.
Aye.
Gary Holbert.
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried. General, Main Street.
We're gonna have an event Thursday in the park. Main Street is hosting an event, movie night. So
What time?
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
What movie?
Trolls. And Centerville Fire Department will be handing out free popcorn.
Don't invite me, I oversold it.
Come on. Blood pressure.
Railroad?
He'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Go back up. Fire department?
In front of you guys, you should have a quote from Tech Electronics and Communications. That quote, there's a lot of fancy words on there that I don't even know, but thankful for Jimmy Lawrence. The quote is for 3 new radios that are dual band. They're 800 they'll work on the 800 system as well as VHF, which is what we currently use now. In January of '26, the entire county is switching over to the 800 system for all volunteer fire departments, so we're trying to get a little bit ahead of the game. There seems to be conflicting stories of how many radios we're going to get per the county, so those 3 radios, like I said, they're 800 and VHF capable. They would go to the 3 chiefs, myself, Jimmy Lawrence, and Phil Badel. Would be the only 3 that would have access to those. And you should also have a fund report in front of you for where I could take the money from the highway service, the money we have in there.
Just a couple of quick questions. Ed, I think you said you'd been talking to Commissioner Dwenger a little bit on some of this, or have you had any further discussion?
That was just for the police department.
Okay. And then the 2 or 3 radios that you acquired before that are those compatible or convertible?
Not when they're gonna be doing this encryption.
Okay. So they're basically go by the wayside then?
Yep.
Okay. And
That's going to be our biggest issue is the older radios that we have now. We don't know which ones of them will and which ones won't work on the new system when they fully switch it over. So we're just trying to get ahead of the game with purchasing 3 of them now, maybe a few more down the road, depending on until I get a definitive number of how many radios we'll get from the county. So
Gary
we
will help you with that.
what's that?
Gary will be able to help you with that.
Yeah, so like I said, I think I mentioned it before, I was sitting on the project team for this whole switchover, and we've heard from anywhere that we would be getting 45 to 50 radios, all the way down to maybe 20, so there's not really a definitive answer of how many we're going to get, and I proposed a question about the VHF system, which is what we currently have now, and Richmond Fire Department runs with. We run with them a lot. And my biggest thing was my guys, we're not going to have to carry 2 radios to talk to us and RFD at the same time, so this one radio will do all of that.
So you have both.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think the concern was originally when we started talking about this was, and correct me if I'm wrong, Dan or Ed or any of you here that would know more about this than I do, some of those are not, they don't work real well in buildings or certain locations in the 800, is that correct?
The 800 will not, a lot of times.
And still won't?
Still won't.
That was one of my big questions. I didn't interrupt you. So if we do have to go into the school per se or a metal building, the signal doesn't get out. On these channels, they'll have a direct channel, so then it turns the radio essentially into just like a walkie-talkie, and then it's based off of distance, and you can talk to each other for about a mile, I think, is what those direct
Yeah,
channels.
it's kind of.
It might be a mile radius, so that would work perfect for us on the fire ground, because then it won't use the towers, it just uses what's around it to be able to talk. So.
My understanding, they're gonna be, putting something else out here at the county highway for the 800 system,
Yeah.
which will increase, the strength of it and hopefully help us with the school situation. I would entertain a motion on the request to purchase these radios, and that total cost will be $13,219.68 to come out of the highway fund.
Make a motion.
Got a motion by Josh. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Jack.
I got a question.
Yes.
How much, if you know, have we got in that service fund?
There should be a fund report in front of you.
Right here. Got your sheet in there.
Okay. That's all I want to know. What that 45?
We call the roll, please.
David Tate,
Aye.
Josh Tudor,
Aye.
Jack Botter,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried. Thank you. Police Department. Hopefully everybody received my email.
It's a second.
The only thing I got is, the Archway Classic Band Competitions this Saturday night. The first band's supposed to march on the field at 8 o'clock. We'll probably be up there setting up some mobile command and officer staffing and stuff around 5 to 6 o'clock though, because of the pre-crowd and a lot of bands arrive early. This year there's only 8 bands, so it shouldn't be too bad, hopefully, traffic-wise, but just be aware of the traffic congestion, especially when they let out. That's all I've got, unless you have something for me.
Tell me.
Nothing under the other.
Building commission?
For the month, we had 17 building permits that were issued for a total of $2,896. And on the code enforcement side, we had 16 cases and we issued $200 worth of fines and ordered 2 properties mowed by the town, and invoices have been sent to the owners for that cost. Also, as you guys know, we did not receive any bids for the removal of the garage at 212 East Walnut, so we'll probably be resubmitting for bids again on that. Streets?
Okay. As you know, the community crossings 24-2 is opened up. I'm requesting a motion to allow council president to sign an agreement with A&Z Engineering not to exceed $21,370 for engineering for the project.
Okay. I would entertain a motion on Kevin's request.
Motion so made.
Have a motion by Jack. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second by Josh. Will you call the roll, please?
David Pate,
Aye.
Josh Tudor,
Aye.
Jack Botter,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried.
Thank you. I would also like to have a motion to allow Council President Dan Wondersen to sign the guarantee of funds for the application for the community crossings.
Okay, there's a motion on that. I have a motion by Josh. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a second by David. Will you call the roll, please?
David Pate,
Aye.
Josh Tudor,
Aye.
Jack Botter,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried.
If everything works out next week, Krim will be in here to start paving along Willow Drive. They were scheduled this week, but due to the weather forecast, they decided to push it back a week. So they'll be in next week to start. That's all I got on the street, unless you have anything for me.
Anybody else got anything? Water and fire?
You got any? You all should have a copy of the last engineer's report on the east tower. It is painted. We're waiting to get the samples filed in and the electric run to it. And we will finish that up and start filling hopefully in the next couple of weeks. And Case is starting to fill the laydown yard. They are looking at starting as early as the middle of next week. That's all I got underwater, unless you have anything for me.
And it appears that we didn't have no complications between going from 2 to 1.
No major complications. There were glitches that we expected.
Wastewater, stormwater?
We're all good there.
What? What about electric?
I'm still waiting to hear on the grant. stage 2 of the upgrades. As soon as it gets them to me, I'll get them to you. We only had 2 controlled outages last month for line repairs. And each of you should have a copy of the IMPA quarterly report to review. If you have any questions, get with me and I'll do my best to answer. I believe that's all I got unless you have anything else for me.
Anybody got anything else? Clerk?
Yeah, I just want to give an update on where we're at with moving in completely on the building here. It's really, there's a few things that we still need to work out, but the main thing is getting our phone lines switched over to this building. And so once I have a date for that, I'll be able to notify the newspaper, put it on our website, and we'll make signs to put on Old Building and things like that. Let's see, and so that'll just come once I find out from Comcast.
Anything else? If not, let me make these announcements that the work session will be July the 30th, 2024 at 7 p.m. here in the council room. Don't forget, Main Street's got their movie nights coming up, and then we also have the Archway Classic coming up this Saturday at Centerville High School. With that, I would entertain a motion to adjourn this Centerville Town Council meeting for July 9th, 2024.
So moved.
I have a motion by Gary. Do I have a second? Second. I have a second by Josh. We call the roll, please.
David King,
Aye.
Josh Tudor,
Aye.
Jack Bonneker,
Aye.
Gary Holbert,
Aye.
Dan Wondersen.
Aye. Motion carried. Thank you for coming.